Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Invasions week 16, day 3. So today, well, we somewhat got something new. It's not really that relevant, but we got the new Primal pet that gives a little bonus to whenever you use a bunch of imps together if they're different imps. Problem with that is you would never use a team ever that uses different imps. So yeah, this thing is kind of weird. And keep in mind, this is Primal as in not Primal Rift, but, you know, the imps, the 6 imps that are underneath the other Primal section, the Imp of Love, Winter Imp, stuff like that. But, yeah, you would never use them in a team together, so that's kind of pointless. It's basically a cosmetic pet that technically isn't a cosmetic pet, but let's go get it real quick. Also, I'm using the wrong hero class. I should probably be using, let me actually retreat from this. I want some free EXP. Let's see, let me go switch over to, we have infinite battles, doesn't matter. As long as you get it done within the time, and we have like 5 hours left. It only takes like 5-10 minutes. Where am I looking for? I'm looking for the only hero class I have that has half mana start that I haven't maxed yet, which is, I believe, Necromancer. So we'll change to that just to get that. Actually, I need to do that with every single one of my pets, because I believe I still have them all in Frost Mage from when I was leveling up Frost Mage. But I need to start getting on to Death Knight, because we still have a ways to go on Death Knight. But we'll go move that over, take our red, get our key, and do the normal pet stuff. Just to go get the new one. And I'm not sure if he's going to give us an orb. I don't believe so. I think this one is just for 5 gems. Might have some other pet I forgot to upgrade as well from earlier. But hello, Kevin. Actually, let me say hello to everyone. Hello, William. Hello, Churros. Hello, Goober. Hello, AJ. Yeah, Invasions have been going pretty well. It is one of the easier weeks. The troop is so strong for the Invasion this week. Hello, Haley. Hello, Chad. Hello, Suppleman. Hello, Preserve. Oh, glad it's working for you, the Invasion team. You got the Crystal Axe, but only one Sharp Tooth. Any team recommendations? You could replace out the other Sharp Tooth with Mantis and run last slot as X-Raider, that one legend from, what's it called? From All Seeing Eye. Hello, Jen, and just run it like a skull spam team. Is your counter wrong too? It shows 1 less. Can you look at pet counter and troops? It could be that there's one invisible pet that hasn't been released yet, possibly. I don't think they've ever done that before, but it happens with weapons and it sometimes happens with troops. Like, for example, the Dooms. They're technically not in the game, but they are in the game. How long would it take to open 81,000 gold keys, 200 at a time? It doesn't take that long. That can be done easily in, like, half an hour. I don't know. That wouldn't take too long. It takes, like, what, 10 seconds per 200? For the whole screen? Probably even a little bit less than that. So we could just do the math. Let's say it takes a maximum of 10 seconds, because there's no way it takes more than that. So 6 a minute. Wait, what would we need to do then? Wait, we'd have to divide 200 into... I don't know, there's an easier way of doing this, actually. 200 times 6, and then divide that into the total number, which you just said is 81,000. So 81,000... that's not 81,000. 81. Oh yeah, never mind. That was 81,000. My bad. Divided by 1,200. It would take a little over an hour, approximately, assuming 10 seconds per cycle. But yeah, about an hour. No more than an hour. It's probably less than an hour, because I don't think 10 seconds is being super generous. It goes way quicker than that, unless you're stopping to see literally every drop that you get, which I highly doubt you'd be doing on gold keys. Maybe scrolling down to the bottom just to see if you get any gems or something, but that's about it. Yeah, that's nothing like it used to take. At one point, it took 10 hours to open 5,000 keys. I know, because we streamed it. But when this game first started, it took 10 hours approximately to open up 5,000 keys. Now you can open up like probably 100,000 an hour. Yeah, it is still somewhat slow. compared to like if there was an instant button that just opened all of them or something. I highly doubt they would ever do something like that though. Mainly because I don't think the game could even handle that many drops that quickly. Oh yeah, it's weird that they don't have 10 opening. Because whenever it tries going into bulks, but you have bulks but you only want a small amount, it doesn't let you open by 10s. This is really annoying for two: event keys and glory keys. Glory keys because there's sometimes a daily task that tells you to open like 30 or 10 or something like that. And event keys because normally you want to open event keys very slowly, and 1 at a time is a little bit too slow, but 10 at a time is like the right number. But if you have more than 50, it won't let you open them 10 at a time. Or is it more than 200? I forget. But if you have more than a certain amount, it doesn't no longer let you open them 10 at a time. Oh, that Death Mark better not kill us. Though this is pet battle, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Actually, what's even going on here? We're almost losing a pet battle. I can't even remember the last time we did that, unless we just deliberately dodged the battle. Which doesn't really count. Watch him die. Ah, no! That is not a call I wanted to get. Well, we can still win. It's Egg Thief. He can solo entire teams. Actually, that's the first Death Mark that's gotten us for a while. And at least it did it in a place that isn't really that consequential. And a solo Egg Thief. Nothing shall stop it. Even with only 20 damage eggs, it is still enough to win. I'll go check the counter. Though we'd have to count literally every pet in order to figure that out, though. Mine probably shows 1 less because I'm missing the one from, what's it called? From, oh, I forget what it's called now. Warrens. I still don't have the Warrens pets because I'm still farming Delve of Warren. You're surprised Egg Thief hasn't been nerfed yet? Yeah, Egg Thief is pretty strong. I don't know if it really is within the nerf category, but it does do a lot of things. Same thing kind of happened with Moneylender, though. Moneylender seemed like it needed to get nerfed, but then they never touched it. So who knows, maybe they'll never touch Egg Thief. Yeah, Egg Thief is basically a mythic in disguise. With everything that she does, she's essentially a mythic. At least as far as how viable she is. She's a little gold dependent, but other than that, it's pretty easy to get up. Even if you don't have any gold, she has her own gold, so it kind of works on her own. And normally the stuff you'd be using her with anyways have some kind of gold mechanic, if nothing else. What am I looking for? We'll take the red there. Get her destroy again. He has a silence, but it's not anything relevant. Actually, if anything, that's almost helping us. Get her double key down. Throw it down again. Hopefully that's enough damage that another key can take it, though it doesn't seem like it unless we get a skull. Oh, I could have taken that red to skull. Whoops. Well, now we're going to have to deal with a non-extra turn. But it won't matter because one more cast will wipe him out. And dead. Let's see. Don't you think that the golden age of Gems of War was the time when Guild Wars was weekly without all the other events? Somewhat. Because that did start getting tiring after a little while. The golden age was probably around 2.5 or so, which if I'm not mistaken was Guild Wars, the old visuals for this game, balance that was somewhat starting to get balanced. Well, then again, never mind. That has never really truly existed. And we had the fun traits. Guild Wars was still every week, though that was both a good thing and a bad thing. Let's see, what else do we have that was interesting back then? Not quite sure. But no, I still think it's pretty decent right now. The only thing that's slightly annoying would probably have to be how some of the resources in the game are allocated and the fact that gems are a lot more scarce than they used to be. Like, a lot more scarce. They're like 5 times more scarce. Don't pay attention to that gigantic stack. But in general, they're about 5 times more scarce than they were. Like, at one point, you could get that in about a month. Now it would take about half a year to accumulate that many gems. But anyways, let's go, and now that the pet's gone, let's go and I guess upgrade it real quick. Go do dungeons, and then go do invasions and delves and all the other fun stuff of the day. But this is the new pet. No real reason to show any teams for it because it is useless. It might as well just be cosmetic with how useless it is. But he still yields us 5 gems, so 5 gems is 5 gems. Plus it's another pet. So let me go check the pet number that someone was just mentioning. So yeah, it shows 65 out of 66, but that's because I'm missing the, what's its name? The Hero plane, because I'm currently camping Warrens. But that's why it's showing that we're missing one. Yeah, I think it's correct. I guess we could count them out real quick. It doesn't take that long to count. Let's see, 8, 16. Oh wait, let me actually just count by ones. Easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start paying attention to the bottom. 7, 8 plus 2. Oh, we still have one that we haven't upgraded. So that's 64, 66. So there are 66 total pets, and that's exactly what it shows. So yeah, I don't know what you're referring to then. There's 66 pets in the game, and we own 65 out of 66 because I'm not missing the, what's it called? The one from Warrens. Let's go upgrade the dragon. Didn't even realize we had it maxed. A little bit of extra bonus for the dragons. I think that only comes out to like 1 extra armor when you use like 4 of them, because you get most of the bonus while he's already at the previous level. But there we go, we got the dragon one maxed. Another 5 gems. I don't think there's anything else. Actually, there's an easy way to check. Upgradable. And nope, that's all of them. I just forgot the dragon. There we go. Let's claim both of them. 10 gems. Boom. There we go. Free 10 gems. Better than nothing. Anyways, next order of business. Dungeons real quick. Let's just wipe this out. And then head over to invasions. Start working on that a little bit. I believe we have our double orb. I didn't actually double check. But we'll find out in a moment. Hopefully. Our orb luck has been kind of average lately. For whatever reason, we haven't been getting any purple whatsoever. But we have been getting an okay amount of blue, so I guess it's a fine trade-off. I don't mind getting literally 0 purple, if that means we get a higher rate of blue, so that's perfectly fine. Hello, David! Welcome. Is there any reason to keep your seals and clan orbs after your guild hits 40k? Well, it reoccurs every single week. So, yes. Well, seals you should always take to max every single time. Your 1.5k weekly seals, you should always get to max. And you should always make sure you have it at max of 1,500 before you start using your orbs. Otherwise, you're wasting all of the loot that you could have accumulated. But, yeah, you always keep onto your orbs because you never know when there might be a week where your guild's a little bit falling behind or you just need a burst of seals. I personally haven't used a single purple orb ever. But that's mainly because I'm saving them for whenever we actually need to use them. Yeah, I can max out the seals to 40,000 the second that the event starts if we really want to. Actually, we almost have enough that we could do that twice. Where we can almost, on like the very first second the event starts, have immediate 40k for the guild. Which is kind of funny. But, yeah, still save your purples. You save them mainly for mythics and whenever you just need to open a bunch of keys when you want to try for something. Well, you still get the seals. Like, you won't ever need it to hit above 40k, but you still get seals. Like, if it says you get 300 seals from the smaller purple, it gives you 300 seals. Of course, it counts towards your guild's total too, but it still gives you those physical seals, which is 15 guild keys, and the other one is 75 guild keys, which is a lot of guild keys. It's basically like 75 gem keys if your guild's perpetually at 40,000. Which is definitely not small at all. Okay, that's that. Don't need to go spend our 50 gems. It's just a waste unless we do it on Sunday for the most part. Unless we desperately need diamonds, but I think we have enough to craft like 9 mythics right now. We have enough to craft 1 more than however many it says here. Is how many we could craft due to our other diamonds. So we could craft 10 mythics right now. Not counting Zugoff. Zugoff! Come on already, we're almost there. We're so close. Actually, after we open these 2 orbs, let me go check how close we are, assuming we could even open 2. Let me go double check. How are we on invasions this week? How's the guild doing? We're almost there. Okay, today's the last day of invasions, by the way. Because my guild's going to be done by tomorrow. But let's go grab our double orb. Yeah, it's a really easy invasion week. The troopers is so good. Oh, no! Those orbs aren't, though. Double green. That is not what we want to see. Okay, well, while we're here. Unfortunately, we didn't get any blue there. But how many are we at right now? So you divide this by 4. Okay, calculator time. What's 51 divided by 4? Round it down. That is 12, almost 13. And that divided by 3 is 4. So we are currently at 7... Okay, we're currently at 7 orbs of power. Requiring... Math. Requiring 9 more blue orbs. So we're currently at 7 orbs of power, and we need 9 more blues. Where 1 major orb counts as 4, and each smaller one counts as 1. We need 9 more. So we're almost there. So we need either 1 major into 5 small, or 2 majors into 1 small. Either combination, most likely 1 major into 5 small, will get us to where we need to be. Though, do keep in mind, we do use like an orb almost every week, though. So we need slightly more than just 5, but yeah, we're almost there. Very, very close. But we're above 7 power orbs, technically, if we converted them all. Anyways, let's go do some invasions. Last of invasions we'll get in this week. We still have 11 battles as well, which is a little overkill. Not going to need that many, and it's not enough to reach leaderboard, so it's kind of a weird in-between. I did buy 1 pack too many this week around. And to a degree, I could have probably gone with even less. Just because this event was so easy. But oh well, it's not that big a deal. I say that, and we're probably going to lose this very first one. We almost are. I almost just lost the first guy already. Luckily, that doesn't do damage. At least not directly. Well, we'll get rid of his barrier there. Throw this down onto first slot, just because we don't have enrage, so we still need to deal with his mitigation. Oh, good, we gained all of our mana back, so let's go right for the kill then. Giving them the bloodlust. That thing has no clue how to aim, so it targets that. Perfect. We'll grab ourselves a blue into surge. Get rid of his barrier with this hit. Yeah, we'll do that. Throw the hit there. Get our mana. Not enough for full though. Take our greens that we need. That gives us Weaver, but nothing to actually throw it on. You know what? I almost feel like just replacing Weaver for Exorator at this point, just for the skull spam aspect. Okay, so he doesn't really do much with that. Our Enrage, I believe, is still enough to kill, so I'm going to hit second slot here, or what's currently second slot. Actually, before I do, I'm going to grab mana in a way that doesn't give him a skull, of course. We'll do that. Throw a poke on that. Throw another poke at that because we get it for free. Oh, we get it for free again. Perfect. Okay, we'll grab some blue. Hit him once, unless we get a skull. We do. Oh, but he has barrier. What do we do about that? Actually, I think we go for mana then. Do that. Get our kill. Get a Weaver. That kind of blocks us a little bit, but it's fine. I have nothing else he tanks for our other troop. The whole reason for having Weaver. You create tanks for us. I'll take our purple over. That's not the only reason, though. That is helpful. Go get the poke right there. They are starting to get close to killing us, though. Because they're not upgraded to Mythic. What do we take? Well, he can't gain anything that's actually going to kill us. So let's take that. Get all of our mana for Weaver so we can get rid of his barrier. I would drop that if we had it, but we don't. Brown or red would be ideal here, but we'll just do that for now. We shut off the heater. There we go. Let's see. Take our red. Grab the hit, and dead. What was your question? Let's see. Half the stream of not playing and just doing the wish list. But we can still take suggestions for that. I was mentioning that. I don't think we're going to do literally nothing. Obviously, we'll be doing delves and stuff in the background. But yeah, if anyone still has any other suggestions for changes to the game, I will be making a post probably this weekend. About just like a bunch of things for every single game mode as like possible suggestions for changing modifications, quality of life stuff, and stuff like that. People have done it in the past. I just wanted to get feedback for it because most people's lists were just based on their own things rather than actually getting feedback from others. I'm pretty sure some of it did use some, but they didn't really specify in most of them. But yeah, if anyone has any feedback in that regard, let me know. We've been accumulating it for the last several days, and probably this weekend, as I mentioned, I'll be posting it. I haven't really made many posts on the forum. Really need to start doing that again. Because there have been several things in this game that I have actually suggested specifically that they did add. Or at least that multiple people have suggested that did get added. They don't do it as often these days, but they still do it. Let's see. Take the brown. Arena with traits, I do have that as one of them. I didn't have normal arena as traits though, but a higher level arena that has all of them fully traded I did mention on there. If I can mention normal arena with traits too. Let's see. Another dev wish list. If you have a daily task to open 3 gem keys, a special button appears to open 3. Oh, that would be kind of interesting. Having a button or having, you know what, trait stones and stuff kind of already do that. That would be kind of interesting if tasks did that too, where if you click on a task, it brings you to like the location of where you need to complete it. So for example, using X amount of Broken Spire troops would just bring you to the troop menu. Doing this level troop to 18 would bring you to your troop menu. I don't know if they could deliberately make it open keys though. Or deliberately do the task. I think you would specifically have to manually do it yourself. But at least having an option where it brings it to it would be nice. Let's see. Menu or option to click daily task to either have it completed or to location of completion, because for most instances it would have to be location of completion, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to code like a instant 3 key like that. I'm not sure. It's not really even that big a deal, at least with those, because they have the 1 option, but they at least need to add the 10 option, which I do need to go add. Add ability to use 10 keys when above 50 plus keys. I think it's 50 plus when it stops letting you. It's either 50 plus or 200 plus. Let me just type in 200 plus. Because I know for sure once you have 200 plus, it doesn't let you do 10 anymore. I've just never had under 50 keys for a while, so I don't know for sure. I know when we only have 1, it's going to show a 50 option. But I believe the second we have over 50, I'm pretty sure there's no longer a 50 option. There's use all, there's use 50, and then there's use 1. And then the 10 option disappears. Like under all these, 150, 200. But I forget if you actually have to reach 200 first. But anyways, I'll write that down. Let's see. Guild Wars should be every other week rather than once a month. That has been something suggested as well. I could add that. Guild Wars every other week. They could probably do that with both. Have something like raids alongside of Guild Wars, and have Tower of Doom alongside of Invasions. They even kind of synergize together. Invasions, you're killing towers, and in Tower of Doom, you're trying to get higher up in a tower. And in raids, you're raiding, which is kind of like Guild Wars, I guess. This is like a more unofficial way. Like, as far as like what you're actually like physically doing, I guess. I don't know, they kind of synergize. But anyways, yeah, I guess that could work. Raids with Guild Wars and Invasions with Tower of Doom. And I will be sorting them per game mode. Oh yeah, what was the other one? Someone mentioned something with Arena. Oh yeah, traits with Arena. Traits with normal Arena. But yeah, if anyone else still has any other feedback, let me know. Anyways, where were we? Invasions. Keep going with this. Or at least a few more, then we'll just mainly go through our daily towers. I mean, our daily delves today. Because we don't really need to be doing too many of these. We're technically already done. Because with how many days are left, the guild is easily going to get it done. Even if we don't do a single additional one. And even if they don't end up doing it, we could easily just go do it on a Sunday to get it done. I know, they'll probably have it done by like tomorrow. Okay, we'll get our Enrage hit there. I'm actually surprised we still have enough damage to Enrage kill with only 4 times multiplier. They're not even upgraded and we still have the damage. I'm looking for a blue or red. None are available, so let's throw a poke for now. Do it on him. Pass our turn because there's not really much to do here. Might need to pass our turn again. Guess we'll just get Weaver mana. What is this board? Still nothing good. I guess we'll grab that yellow because we don't really have much of a choice. Don't really want Weaver mana, but if it's just going to keep giving it to us, I guess we have to take it. I should probably be denying his brown and blue too. Well, technically we need brown. Blue, not so much, but I guess we could use it for the weapon. It's just not available. Okay, we'll take that brown there. Still keep getting non-surges, though. And he grabs a little bit of his mana. I'm actually going to use this to pass my turn because he might give us a skull here. Exactly what I wanted. And then we just do this into the hit. Never mind, I don't even need that. That's enough to kill. Never mind, that's not enough to kill. He survives with 3 HP. Underestimated how much damage that would do. But let's just go grab a blue there. I'll take purple for now. Oh, hello, skull. But it gives us the mana we need, so it's fine. Even if he kills 2 of them, we still have a way to kill them. And there we go. Oh, yes, I did mention that. Or actually, did I mention that? No, I didn't actually specifically mention that in this list. But yes, drastically decrease cost of buying troops in Arena. Yeah, I think I mentioned that with the other Arena part, but yes, I don't know why they still have it like that, where it costs like 500 something gems for like 3 troops if you don't have it upgraded. And if you do have them upgraded, it's still expensive, it's 20 gems. At one point, it used to only cost 1 gem, but then they realized people were doing it to just accumulate copies of ultra rares for very cheap, so then they raised it to 20. And if you don't have them leveled, it's somewhere above 500, which is absurdly bad. It's based on the previous economy of the game, when gems were just being showered onto the game at the rate of thousands per week. Technically, it still comes in at about 1,000, 2,000 per week, but before it was like consistently like 2,000 to 5,000, if not more. And it was a lot easier to reach that point than it was in the current state of the game. Like the current state of the game, you need to be playing for like tens of hours to reach like 2,000 realistically. Whereas before, you could get it with like barely anything. Like 5 hours a week, you could probably get it. Or 10 hours. Let's see. Throw that down. But yeah, they never adjusted it for the current economy of the game. What do we take here? We'll grab that down. Take our brown. Hello, Plumko! Welcome. Yep, let me take that skull hit there, and one more will kill it out. Ooh, don't do that. Oh, there we go. We even got our summon. Not like we need it, but that's that. Okay, we'll do one more for now. Against a bunch of Bastion towers, too, which is going to be annoying at first, but once we get enraged, they should still die in one shot. Though, if they survive that one shot, it's going to be a little annoying, just because that will make us lose our enrage. Which will definitely make them out of one-shot range, because then we don't hit through their 75% reduction. Okay, so first things first, I need to kill the first one, because we're not going to be able to do so. Oh, I forgot to take that, because we're not going to be able to do so off of skulls. So, actually I lied. We could actually kill him with that skull. Nope, I lied again. That skull is gone! Of course. Okay, well, we'll kill him with that. Now we have enrage. That should be enough to kill. Okay, good, it's still enough to kill. Barely. That's what? Math. That is... Oh, no, never mind. That's still good. Because it's multiplied by 4 and then he times the 1.5. I cannot do that math in my head. It's somewhere around 240 something damage or something. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe like 260. But yeah, even without the upgrade, he still kills. Really, really easily. We'll throw this at him. That's not enough to kill, but we'll get rid of his barrier into a poke into dead. So we'll do that. And dead. Actually, I should have done it with the weapon. We could have got an extra turn off of it. There we go. And we get 2 more sigils. Not like we need it. But, yeah, we'll leave it at there for now. Guild will probably get that done by tomorrow night. And if not, well, I guess we'll throw a few more battles then. But anyways, next order of business. Let's go do delves. Have been doing these. I think I have been forgetting a few of the days here or there. Or missing, like, a battle here or there for these. But yeah, let's go do 2 or 3 of these now. And just start getting these done, as we're going to need to do them eventually anyways. So we're currently using Thief for this. I guess that's perfectly fine. I could go put a, what's his name here to try to level. And you know what? I guess we'll go do that. We could put Death Knight here instead. This will give us free EXP. It will make our team slightly weaker, but it does still have a half mana start. And did I say Death Knight? I meant Necromancer. But it will allow us to slowly start accumulating mana over time. So let me see what we need here. So what is actually useful? Freeze, or did I say mana? I meant gain EXP over time. 50% mana start, Life Siphon, cannot be targeted. I'm actually going to go with cannot be targeted here instead of Life Siphon. Just so our hero survives, because in the key team it's pretty important that our hero specifically survives. So we'll give him his Stealthy. And yeah, this hero class isn't really even that bad with everything that it has, actually. That 7% Assassinate, it has a couple Death Mark options, it has Stealthy, has half mana start when it needs it. I don't know, maybe I've underestimated Necromancer in the past. It's normally only really used for soul gaining, but I don't know, its trees really aren't that horrible, at least compared to some hero classes out there. I guess it just took seeing a lot of useless hero classes to realize that this hero class actually isn't really that bad. It's probably the top 1/3. Especially since it has the best soul gain of any hero class. Which isn't much, but still, it's better than nothing. Wait, is this a 1.3? No, it isn't. Oh no, that's the exact opposite of 1.3. The lowest it could be at 1.15. So hello, Skeleton King. Welcome. Bring you to the troop menu. Already filtered for Broken Aspire. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said bring you to the troop menu. Because they do that for, what's it called? For whenever you click on a kingdom. So I don't see why it would be too hard for them to do that for other search options and just put it over top of tasks. Because they already do it for kingdom upgrades. So for example, if a kingdom upgrade tells you, hey, you need to go upgrade a pet, and then you click on it, it brings you to the pet. They already have something like that in there. Same thing for troops. If it tells you you need, hey, you need 18 level 20 troops. If you click on it, it brings you to your troop menu of that, why do I keep saying guild? Of that kingdom, so that you can go and upgrade it. So I don't know why they can't do the same for daily tasks. Let's see, have it, let me actually reword that then, go to complete, oh, I'll be rewording all of them and organizing them later. I'm mainly just making a list for now. And I'm pretty sure I'm still forgetting dozens of them. But by the time this weekend rolls around, I'm pretty sure I'll remember most of them. Whatever other things you guys have as feedback. Let's see. Oh, they already are doing Arena and Treasure Hunt rework. That'll actually give useful rewards. That's already within their plans. How soon it's coming, we don't know. It could be next patch for all we know. But we don't know exactly when it's coming. We'll probably know that in a few weeks, if not, it's in next patch. But that actually is already on their plans. So I probably won't mention it. Stuff I know like 100% are already on their plans, I'm probably not mentioning. And that is one of them, an Arena Treasure Hunt rework. I don't know, but I guess we could still maybe mention it. But I have a feeling it might even just be next patch, so we'll have to see and wait. I don't know, I might still mention it though, I guess. Why not? Let's see. Buff, Arena, and Treasure Hunt loot. Let's put that there for now. Yeah, lower the price of troops after Arena. That we have down already as well. That's a pretty major one, actually. It's very broken that that it's even that expensive. I still don't understand why they have it like that. Oh yeah, that was something else I wanted to mention. Fix pricing on irrelevant bundles that are selling horribly because it makes the rest of the game look bad. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, they have some absurdly overpriced bundles out there. Not all of them are overpriced, but there's a decent handful that are just absurdly way too much money for what they give. And it makes everything else just look horrible. They're starting to get slightly better at doing that, though. Like, those flash offers they've been doing have not been too bad. Like, if every purchase in the game was more like that, then it'd be a lot better. Problem is, it isn't. Let's see. And they overvalue way too many things that are super ridiculously easy to obtain. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this 1.25. I don't care if it's a treasure room. The rest of this layout is just horrible. It's just 3 really low rooms in a row. Speaking about horrible, what on earth is this board layout? Okay, we'll take the green. Grab that skull. Hoping for a red, didn't get it. Wow, this board is bad. I want that brown, but it's just going to backfire with the hit on him. And I do want to try keeping our Cedric alive if we can. There we go. Well, a lot of the... You have to keep in mind, too. Well, the pricing... Some of the pricings have always been absurd for some stuff. But as far as, like, the economy of cost and resources within the game, you have to keep in mind this game has gone through, like, 3 to 5 economy shifts, depending on how you look at it. The biggest one was the first ever Guild War rework. The second Guild War rework, when they added 4 times speed to the game. When they did the third major Guild War rework, which is basically the current state that Guild Wars is in, or I mean Guild rework as far as resources, Guild tasks, I mean, when I said Guild rework all those times. But they did like 3 major ones. And what was the other major one? They did some kind of gold nerf. What was it? They did something with gold. I forgot what it was, and that was like the 5th nerf. There was one time they did buff it, though. Actually, a few times where they buffed it. Well, technically 4 times speed was when they buffed it, but then they, like, nerfed things to compensate for how ridiculously large of a buff it was. But for a short duration of time, they did not actually nerf it. And that was, like, when you were able to gain, like, 6,000 gems per week. It lasted for several months, actually. I forgot how long. I think it was 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It felt like forever. But there was a set amount of time where we actually did have an absurd amount of resources where they didn't nerf it. But there was buffs like that. There was the buff of gold troops that came in recently. I don't know why they made gold so meta. I guess to kind of offset the fact that gold is a little bit more scarce, just to kind of make it better. But after all the nerfs they did, but these gold teams just get an absurd amount of golds. And what was the other buff they did? Oh yeah, when they removed gold cost, the first year of the game, or after 1 year passed on the technically I guess second year of the game, then they ended up adding or removing the gold cost for basically everything. The only thing that still has a gold cost for battles is Arena, but every other battle has since then got its gold cost removed so that you can play it for free. They did add it at one point back to PvP, I believe, but then they removed it completely from PvP as well, which was nice. What was the non-faction Crypt Keepers team? I ran something really weird for it. I believe it was just a Megavore center team. Pretty sure it was just pure Megavore. Like Mountain Crusher, something double Megavore. I'm pretty sure it's along the lines of what I ran. Red Purple's a little bit of a weird combination, just because not too many things end up fitting within that coloration. You can run the Megavore Weaver combo, which is Dragon's Eye, anything Weaver, and then Megavore. That combo still works for that faction. And I'm trying to think of another one that's pretty good. Technically, you can get away with a Lady Mirana. I believe at one point I even used a Lady Mirana as my tank for one of my teams. Even though you wouldn't obviously use a pure team of her, you can use one of her and still get the instant kill. That instant kill is still really good against high-level stats. That doesn't change. So you're allowed to get away with her. She has 65% reduction, so it is still relevant, even if you are running non-pure faction. I cannot think of a complete full team, though, that is super meta for it, though. Other than, like, the Weaver Megavore thing, but I'm not sure if you have both components. Yeah, centered around Megavore is probably your easiest bet if you have it. Otherwise, you could use a mana generation combo with double Lady Mirana, like a Gorgotha Mountain Crusher double Lady Mirana or something like that, and win off of her. That obviously isn't pure faction, but you could still use her very good instant kill option to do that. It's not like insanely high, but there's a lot of stuff. If you're just going down the line, like half the battles have a instant green to purple, so even though you don't have a way to put green to purple on the board, the enemy is going to be doing it for you. Only in the middle battle do you have to deal with without it. Because Crypt is one of those that has a really easy center path. It's just 3 battles. The first battle that has green to purple convert, the second, and then the third that has green to purple convert. So you still can get away with Lady Mirana's pretty easily, since they're giving you the green purple you need, as long as they don't have alignment. So it's basically like a 5 versus 3 battle, because they're just giving you your mana you need. Is the chat function bad for everyone on mobile? Oh, the chat function is just bad in general. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I do need to add that to the list, though that is one of the things that they're already planning on doing. But, overhaul chat system to actually work. They are doing that, but I will put it on the list because why not? But yeah, that is something within their plans. They're going to completely overhaul the chat system and change it to something that isn't horrible and actually functions. But yes, it isn't just you. It is just a feature of the chat that it just likes to not work sometimes. One of the quick fixes for that is try disconnecting from the chat and then reconnecting. What I mean by that is disconnect, leave, click on chat again, click yes, and sometimes that fixes it, but not always. And yeah, chat is pretty broken right now. It is something on their to-do list of fixes. And the reason why we haven't been getting many fixes is they're planning to completely redo chat, like, from the ground up when they do it. Because they did kind of rush it out the first time. There's something suggested by the community a lot, and they kind of rushed it out a little bit just to get it out for everyone. But it was a feature that the game needed, so it was still nice that we had it. But it has definitely been pretty buggy the entire time. It has never not been buggy. But they will be doing something to it in hopefully sometime this year, probably in the next few months, to make it way better than it is now. Might even add more features, who knows? Might even add private messaging, who knows? Actually, did I even add that yet? I'm starting to forget what I add to this list yet. But ability to PM needs to be a thing. At minimum in guilds. There we go. But ideally a whole friends list and everything. They did mention that in the past too. There was even a button that lasted about 1.5 years in the game that said coming soon, that looked like a add friend button. But they never ended up adding it. Not sure exactly what their reasoning was. They never actually gave a reasoning as to why they didn't implement it, oddly enough. But, yeah, we need that. Don't know when they'll get around to it, or if it's even on their plans still. But, it was on their plans at one point, and something came up that made them not do it. Not sure what it was, but we definitely need it. Okay, on to the next one. Wow, that was a lot of glory. We got 3 more delves to go do, because that was the one delayed from yesterday. The Gems of War Union rep. That's one way of looking at it. People have made posts like that in the past, though, many times. I don't think I've ever bothered making one, though. Like a complete list of, like, changes that need to happen to the game, or at least, you know, like, requests of changes. Or improvements and quality of life stuff. Let's see. We'll go this way. Might as well. Yeah, most people, or most guilds in this game use Discord for the most part. Or at least have a Discord option if they don't specifically use it a lot. But still, it'd be nice if the in-game option was the best option. Is it better to use faction team each time, or once every 3? You should only be using the faction team at, basically, there's only a few milestones where you'd really want to use it. 100, 150, 200, and 500. Basically, every other location you don't really need to bother with. 100 is generally the super easy pure faction location, assuming your stats are at least somewhat high. Or, you know, somewhat not low, I should say. You can normally get away with pure faction at 100 pretty easily. Pure faction at 150 is the one that tends to be a little bit harder. Depending on the faction, it could be really hard. 200 tends to be the one where it's super, super hard, but still doable. And then beyond that, it just becomes so difficult that you might as well just wait till 500 when you actually max out the faction or start trying to do 500s. But, yeah, those are the main milestones. I guess if you have super low stats, you could throw in 50 there as well. But 50, 100, 150, 200, and 500 are the only times you really need to use pure faction. You don't have to do it necessarily exactly on those numbers. But those are the approximate locations where it would be a good idea to go and do them. But yeah, any time that you're using pure faction otherwise is kind of a waste. Because as long as you do it once, like if you don't do pure faction all the way to 200, and then you do pure faction once, you get all of the pure faction done as if you did it every single time up to 200. You only need to do it once up to that level. So you don't really need to keep doing every level because it just slows down the rate at which you do delves. You just keep doing it with the best team that you have, and then when you finally want to go for delves at, let's say it's 130, and you want to go and then go do the pure faction at floor 130, then you can go and do it. But every room prior, you didn't need to go and do it. It's just a waste if you do. Because every faction's pure faction team is slower than using the, you know, normal teams. There's not a single case where that isn't the case. Because you're not allowed to use hero on any of them, and hero just makes a lot of things go quicker. Alright, what are our room layout here? I think it's this way. Oh, we got so many useless 1.2s. I guess it doesn't matter which way we go then, because they're all 1.2s that are in the middle. Okay, we'll grab that, take a red. He'll create a bunch more reds. Luckily for no extra turn. He does get a bunch of mana though. We got a destroy on everything. Let's see. Am I going to add what to the list? Jot which one down? We still need a way to cancel a move. Oh yeah, I still have that on the list. No worries. I think that's like one of the first things on the list is move cancellation. I will be reorganizing it though into categories like UI changes, guild changes, PvP changes, you know, so on and so forth. Basically broken down per thing, going across all of them. Did you realize you complete final room last delve? Wait, what? You're farming Warrens, right? Did you realize you completed final room last delve? I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe not, because I don't know what you mean. I am confused by what you're trying to say by that. You think they should add a function where you can gain 1,000 gems a day? That used to technically be a function. Like I mentioned, guilds used to, or at least the top like 1% of guilds, or at least the top 0.1, used to gain like around that many gems a week, which technically comes out to almost 1,000 a day. But yeah, they've removed that function from the game, and that's never going to come back, I can assure you that. Whoa, whoa, what is that skull spam that just happened? Wow, it really wanted to get us out of nowhere. Normally, the most threatening thing about that troop is the fact that it has a 33% transform, but no, it just decided to skull spam us for no reason. That hurts. Not that big a deal, though. It does make these few next battles a little slower, but we were going to two-shot them anyway, so I guess never mind. It doesn't actually make it too much slower, because it's still the exact same kill range. Just we're doing slightly less damage on the first hit instead of the second hit. But it should still be double hit. We do that. Okay, never mind. It won't be double hit. But yeah, if it takes more than double hits, then yes, he did nerf my damage. But if it still goes down in double, then it's the same amount. So yeah, I did slightly nerf our damage because he should be dead. At least we got an extra turn every cast now. I'll go move that over, get our destroy. Throw key to key. There's 4 mods in here for 15 chatters. That's perfectly fine. If anything, that's almost too many mods. But how slow our chat moves, I think it's perfectly fine. It's not like the chat is moving a mile a minute. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take that one. Yes, the being able to pick from a list of teams was mentioned. There's 2 things mentioned for it. Either add 2 slots that you're allowed to save for it instead of just the 1, or allow you to actually pick from your normal teams, or at least have the option to allow you to pick from your normal teams, so that you could save teams that way, in case you want to use a wide variety of teams for it, just to have them queued up. But yeah, either or. Both of them are written down. Yeah, pet battles are actually slightly slower than they could be right now, simply because you're not allowed to switch teams. Or you are, but the amount of time that it takes to switch teams relative to the total amount of times that it takes to do pet battles is not worth it. Yeah, pet battles could be about 1 minute quicker than they are now, if you had the ability to at least switch between one other team. Okay, we'll take the purple to red. Oh, I thought that would be extra turn. It was off by 1. Oh no, just gonna Death Mark kill that. Oh, then again, never mind. It's an egg. It's fine if it goes down. If it kills the egg thief, then that's the problem. Alright, we'll get our kill there. Throw destroy. Oh no. Well, luckily we have a replacement. Get our key again. Throw that out. Which is actually a bad thing because now we don't extra turn. Actually, yeah, never mind. We'll still get our extra turn. Actually, it doesn't even matter. He's gonna die. He's the last thing alive. Doesn't matter if we extra turn or not. Here we go. Still got it though. Okay, final room. Let's see. Oh, this channel has about 30 to 40 mods, actually. That's how many dead mods we currently have. Well, you know, not literally dead, but non-active mods. Let's see. We'll throw a key down. Get our destroy. Get our map, apparently. Get another key down. Get our destroy again. Key it again. Oh, I wanted that skull. Oh, well, all he's doing is hitting on egg, perfectly fine. Or never mind, he's hitting on greed, not an egg. Or egg moved to the last slot. That would explain why his HP is so high. That awkward moment when greed is tankier than a egg that has 0 attack and is just purely made for tanking. Also, those are some really strong eggs. Dragon's Egg actually has the 4th or 5th highest total durability in the entire game of any troop in the game because it has 0 attack, so anything with 0 attack has high durability. Weird thing about it though, it has the lowest durability of anything with 0 attack, 0 base attack, but I believe it's still like the 4th or 5th highest overall durability troop, somewhere around there. Actually, it might be 5th or 6th now that Thorn Wall just came into the game, or Wall of Tentacles. I mean, I always call it Thorn Wall because it looks like a Thorn Wall. It doesn't really look like tentacles, but yeah, it is really tanky. Those are like the hardest eggs ever. Oh, we got a treasure room over there. We got a double treasure. Unfortunately, we're all the Cedric treasure rooms. Not getting any of the good Cedric ones, but oh well. What even is the path? We have to take a weird path. We have to go all the way around the side, don't we? No, we don't. I guess we could. How do we go about this? Yeah, I guess we'll do 3, 2, middle, that. Or actually, 3, 3, middle, down. And that'll be our path. Let's do it that way. Let's see. I'll take that over. I don't know. That was a poor choice of words. With the mod thing. Okay, we'll go through a key down. Oh, whoops. I should have let him move it again. Oh well. It's not the first time we've done that. It's not that big a deal. It slows it down but makes it tankier, which is a fine trade-off. Because that's tankier than a Cedric. You can already see it's tankier, plus it keeps gaining HP every time I cast it. However, he blocks our green now, so if we take green, that goes to him instead of Egg Thief. I need brown, especially since it's blocked right now. Greed, stop blocking. Stop blocking! How did you triple not surge? Okay, we'll take some... Why? Seriously, where's all the surges? There we go. Finally. Get a key down. Throw it again. Somehow not full mana. No, I didn't kill Bridget. I don't know what happened with her. I guess she just lost interest in Gems of War. She used to be like one of the most active people on this channel. I guess she just quit Gems of War. Pretty sure. She never really made an announcement on it though, unless I missed it. But no, I think she just kind of distanced it for a while and then just kind of quit. Let's see. Go through a hit down. Get a red. Yeah, people come and go in the game. Take our skull over, get a key down. Actually, that would almost be a good video to make too. Like a video that goes almost over everything that's happened in the last year or so. Like ever since sigils were added to the game. Like everything that happened since then, all the sigil system delves and everything. Because anyone just coming back to the game probably has like no clue what this game is. Like if you played 2 years ago and then you saw the game now, it's almost unrecognizable. Especially if you played it like 3 or 4 years ago. Let's see. I'll throw the key down. Oh yeah, I'm not going anywheres either. I'm playing this game until it dies. As well as whatever other match 3 games they might add. Like, please make Puzzle Quest 3 already. That needs to be a thing. I think they might be waiting till the next generation of console before they start really mentioning stuff about it. I am almost certain they are working on it, though. There's no official word, but I'm pretty sure they are. I just think it's going to be more towards, like, when next gen comes out, like 2020 or something. Okay, what do we need here? So, oh yeah, we take 3 and then we take these 3. Oh yeah, this game is really addicting. A lot of fun. Good evening, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. Let's see. Puzzle Quest VR. Oh yeah, that was something funny too. What's it called? Nintendo Switch might be getting VR soon. That would be pretty funny. I've never actually played anything VR related. I don't really feel like I would actually like it, just because I get motion sickness very easily. Even just being in a car, I get motion sickness. So I would definitely get it from VR. Like, I play for like 10 minutes and I'll get motion sickness most likely. I probably wouldn't be too big of a VR fan. Also, most VR stuff is based on like really high graphics, and I never really cared for high graphic games. Or more about gameplay and grinding and economy of games rather than the visuals of them. Of course, I do like nice visuals, but that's like the least out of every factor I look at. That's like the absolute last thing I look at. These could be square and triangles with numbers, and I would still like the game just as much, pretty much. Maybe slightly less though. But it means very, very little, at least to me. We'll go take that over. Go grab a green right there. Let's see. Well, we hold on to greed. Let's take that over for now. Grab our brown that we need. Take a skull. And he replaces it immediately with another baby dragon. That didn't take long. Luckily, it's way weaker. Still dies. Oh, no, really? He's just gonna get infinite baby dragons at the first slot at this point. Let's see. Although they have work on making good, viable VR games, the technology is still very, very new. It's still going to be probably like another 5-10 years before we get really good VR. Almost everything right now is basically just experimental stuff. Okay. Yeah, we take these two. Take this one to treasure room in the middle. And I'll pretty much end it out for now. So if anyone still has anything else you wanted to mention, ask, talk about, or mention for that one list of stuff to mention to the devs, as far as like quality of life changes and just improvements to the game in general, let me know. As we'll probably end out after this stealth, and I'll just do the other one later or delay it till tomorrow. I have a habit of just like constantly delaying at least one of them till the following day. Which game modes give 2 hero EXP versus 1? Almost all of them. Delves, PvP, pet battles, anything guild related, so guild wars, raids, invasions, stuff like that. I forget if class events do. I'm pretty sure class events do. And that's it, right? Yeah, there's more places that have 2 than don't. It's just the biggest locations for farming actually have 1 instead of 2. But, Arena used to 2 when it used to have it, but now it has 0. But, yes, PvP, Delves, class events, pet events, basically every event. Literally every event. I might as well say all events, because I don't think there's a single event that only has 1. So every event, PvP, and Delves, and Dungeons all have 2. Instead of 1 EXP. It's probably easier just naming all the locations that have 1, because there's not that many. The only locations that have 1 are quests. Let's see, quests. I forget what the other thing's called now. Quests, explore, and challenges are the only locations in the game that give 1 EXP instead of 2. Every other location gives 2. So basically everything inside of a kingdom only gives 1, whereas everything else gives 2. It's just that the 2 best locations for actually farming EXP, despite that, are challenges and explore. Main reason being that they have the lowest stats of anything, so they die super quick. It's kind of funny that that is the case, but yeah. The best locations to actually farm EXP are the ones that give 1, not 2. Which is why they give 1. If they gave 2, it'd be like 10 times quicker than any other method. The quickest method that gives 2 EXP, well, I guess there technically isn't the quickest. Normally, most of the places that give 2 EXP, you're kind of passively gaining it. Like, for example, right now we're doing dungeons, or delves, I mean, which technically aren't really that good for EXP, but we're not really going out of our way at all to gain this EXP, so it's still nice. But I think the best location overall is probably, of any location that gives 2 EXP, it used to be Arena. But now it's 1 trophy, casual PvP, and constantly repicking into an easy battle. That is the quickest way to gain 2 EXPs, though it's not really worth it, because challenges and explore is still quicker. But you could easily get a win per minute that way, a little bit quicker than that. So you'll get about 2 EXP per minute, which is still slower than explore, which is 2 to 4 EXP per minute. Even though it only gives 1 EXP per battle, the battle goes so quick that it just gives more overall. The biggest issue with trying to do it in PvP is just the battles you get are really consistent. You can get battles that end in like 20 seconds, so you could also get battles that end in over a minute or 2 minutes in some instances, which makes it a lot slower. But yeah, did anyone else have anything else to mention? Otherwise, I'll be heading out for now. And we'll just go to the other delve later. It's not going to be much different. Actually, do we have a Cedric here? We should. Watch, I'll end right when we have a Cedric. It's not that big a deal, though. It's basically the same thing, but quicker. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We actually have nothing tomorrow. So if I have some time, I'll try doing a video on something, because we don't have any new content or any new anything. But that's because we have a new hero class this Friday to go over. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be a really good hero class. Like, not Titan level good, but it beats out Titan in some instances, and it's probably top 3, maybe even top 2. I might even be estimating it. Who knows? Maybe it's better than Titan. It probably won't be, just because it doesn't have half mana start naturally. But it's really close. It's actually not that bad whatsoever. Let me guess. It's a Cedric room? No, it's actually not a Cedric room. Wow, we're getting really unlucky. I think that's about 8 rooms in a row without a Cedric. But it happens sometimes. Anyways, guys. Oh, did I forget a redeem code? I did. Wait. No one leave yet. We have redeem code. Shiny redeem code. Also, anyone watching after the fact, I'm giving this out so late, you probably want to check it, because I'm pretty sure this won't be used up by the time the stream ends. So, yeah, do check. The video should be up like 2 hours after the stream, but, oh no, we're giving it out so late, it might still be good. But, let's see. We'll go put that there, put that there. Actually, does anyone even watch this deep into the replays? Like, when we're, doing it? I'm pretty sure there are, like, a very small percent of people. Like, probably, like, 1%. I'm pretty sure it's not too many. There you guys go. Especially when we do, like, 3-hour stream or something like that. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Same place as always. Same everything as always. You guys know how to use it by now. But there's the same reward. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold, just in case Your invite code's underneath there. Redeem code's the thing I just posted into chat. And gives that same loot as always. Works on every platform except the console versions. Anyways, guys, let me go look at whatever other questions we had, and I'll be out for tonight. Did you get this one? Dev wish list. You suffer from short-term memory loss. Include banners being used in the match in margins. Oh, yes, I actually did not write that down. That is something that has been suggested before, and hopefully it'll add. But display banner, stat bonuses, and actually there's a few other things, etc. in battle. And something else for battle is automatic boost ratio calculation. And also related to battle that I forgot about is display qualities, or display stuff like weakest, strongest, and other similar term-based targeting. Just so that newer players would easily be able to tell what it hits. It'd also be able to easily tell if the stats on the enemy team are very similar. You'd be able to instantly know which one will get hit. But yeah, displaying like which one is weakest, which one is strongest when you're using an ability that has something like that, just so you automatically know and don't have to like do a bunch of math to figure it out. Because there's still a lot of stuff you have to do math for. You have to do it for a lot of boost ratio stuff. You have to do it for weakest. You have to do it for strongest. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other things where you actually have to do math for to figure out what it will do damage or what it will do damage to. And it just takes more time out of actually playing the game. It's still fun to do, though. But they already phased out so much math that they might as well phase out all the math. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thanks for stopping by. No problem for the code. And again, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time as always, Thursday, tomorrow night, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll mainly be, actually, what will we be doing tomorrow? I guess we'll be grinding a hero class and messing around, answering some questions and stuff like that. Because, yeah, we'll have invasions done by then. There's no class event because it's on Friday. So, yeah, if I have the time, I definitely need to get around to a video then. Because we're not going to have too much for the stream. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll definitely have plenty of stuff for Friday, though, that's for sure. New hero class is really noteworthy. Could potentially be one of the best in the game. But anyways, see you guys then. Have a wonderful week, and goodbye, everyone.